You have read about Montessori. You have looked all the photos on Pinterest, and then you looked at your living room and thought, that is not my life. This is the episode for that person, because the principle that actually matters has nothing to do with the photos. Before we begin, because I know how Montessori can look from the outside, this is not about having a Pinterest-perfect home. This is not about buying expensive wooden toys and clearing out every plastic. This is not about being a Montessori purist or following a philosophy with perfect fidelity. This is not about having a large home or a dedicated playroom. This is about one principle, applied practically, imperfectly in a real family home. If the environment invites independence, the child will be independent. That is it. That is the whole thing. Maria Montessori, the Italian physician and educator whose work this approach is built on, described the environment as the third teacher. The first teacher is the parent. The second teacher is other children and the social world. And the third, often overlooked, enormously powerful, is the physical space the child inhabits every day. A room designed for an adult, with children's things stored in adult places, sends a child a message they cannot yet articulate. This space is not for you. You need someone else to access it. A room designed with the child in mind, where their things are visible, accessible, at their level, within their reach, sends the opposite message. This space is yours. You are capable of navigating it. That difference, accumulated over thousands of ordinary moments, shapes how a child understands their own competence. In episode 10, the boredom segment, I mentioned briefly that we practice a Montessori-inspired approach to how our daughter's space is set up, and I said we would do a full episode on this. This is that episode. I want to be clear from the beginning. We are Montessori-inspired, not Montessori-certified. We did not redo every room in our home. We did not throw out everything that did not fit the philosophy. We took what resonated with us, we adapted it to our actual lives, and we applied it where we could. Here's what that looked like in practice. The single most important change we made was the shelf. Not a special Montessori shelf, just a low, open shelf at our daughter's height. Everything on it is visible. It is from IKEA. It's very useful. Everything is accessible. No lids, no boxes, nothing requiring adult assistance to open or retrieve. Each section of the shelf holds one activity, presented cleanly, not piled up, a tray with a puzzle, a small basket with threading beads, a stack of 3 or 4 books, a set of wooden blocks, not everything at once, a curated selection that changes when she has lost interest. The principle here is simple. A child cannot choose from what she cannot see, and a child who is consistently asking an adult to retrieve things for her is not practicing independence, she is practicing dependence. This goes beyond the shelf. Her books are on a low bookshelf she can reach without asking. Her art materials, paper, crayons, scissors are all in a wall organizer fixed at her height where she can help herself. Her shoes are on a low rack by the door, and so is the hanger for her bags and jackets. Her water cup is stored in the mini kitchen toy we turned into a functional mini kitchen for her. Every time she can do something herself without asking, she's building what Maria Montessori called the normalization process. The child who is consistently able to meet her own needs becomes, over time, a child who believes she is capable of meeting her needs. This sounds small. It is not small. We have a small mat, a simple rug, nothing special. That defines her workplace. When she takes something from the shelf, she brings it to the mat. When she is finished, she returns it to the shelf and rolls up the mat. The mat does 2 things. It defines a physical boundary for focused work. The activity lives on the mat, not spread across the entire room, and it teaches the cycle of activity. Take out, use, return, ready for next time. That cycle, practiced daily, builds executive function. It builds the capacity to begin, complete, and close a task. That is not a small thing. We do not have everything available at once. We keep roughly a third of our activities on the shelf at any given time and rotate the rest in and out every few weeks, or whenever we notice she has stopped engaging with something. The effect of rotating is remarkable. A toy or activity that has been off the shelf for a month is received with the same enthusiasm as something new, because to her, it essentially is. Rotation solves the problem of boredom without buying anything new. It also maintains the visual simplicity of the shelf, because a cluttered shelf is no better than a cluttered floor. The child's eye cannot rest on a starting point when everything is competing for attention. Here is the thing nobody mentions about setting up a Montessori-inspired space. It requires more from you at the beginning, not less. You have to observe your child carefully to know what to put on the shelf. You have to notice what she reaches for, what she returns for, what she ignores. You have to rotate thoughtfully, not just randomly, but in response to what you see. You have to resist the urge to step in and direct the play once the environment is set up. The last one is the hardest, because when your child takes something from the shelf and uses it in a completely unexpected way, when she puts the puzzle pieces in a basket instead of the puzzle frame, when she uses the threading beads as a necklace rather than threading them, every bone in your body wants to correct her, to show her the right way. But in Montessori thinking, there is no right way. There's only her way, and her way, however unexpected, is her brain making connections, her imagination doing exactly what it is supposed to do. Your job in that moment is not to redirect, it is to observe and to stay very, very quiet. That restraint, that deliberate stepping back from the impulse to direct is perhaps the most genuinely Montessori thing about our approach, not the shelf, not the mat, the stepping back. You do not need a Montessori home. You need a space that says to your child, you are capable here. This is for you. You can do this. Start with one shelf, lower one thing, step back more than feels comfortable, and then watch what they do with the space you made. Next week, part 2, the magic stuff. What happens when the environment gives a child the freedom to build something of her own?